One Punch Man's manga release schedule is unpredictable, but don't worry because today I am going to discuss a fan manga called Terra Sayitama.
Woo! Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about. Woo!
And trust me guys, this manga is very interesting, and this is going to be the first part of it. So if you're interested, keep watching. The story begins right after the Monster Associate arc. After this arc, Saitama has returned to his normal life with the thought that he will never be able to fight a truly strong opponent. On the other hand, Janos has become even stronger with the help of Dr. Kusino's modifications. Meanwhile, Gaoru, after losing to Saitama, has returned to being human and is now following a new path. He has completely changed his haircut and is focusing on his spiritual training under Bang. Following this, we are given an explanation about God, which according to the Hero Association's secret research document, is an interdimensional entity encompassing countless stars, countless solar systems, and cosmic dust. Its disaster level surpasses even God because no entity is stronger than it. Moreover, this entity has come into contact with many humans and has even delivered powers to them. The transfer of such power has led to many major incidents, the prime example being Cosmic Guru. After this, we are shown how the Monster Association has been defeated, but due to the incident, many cities have been turned into ruins. However, some cities have returned to their normal state with the help of reconstruction efforts, and people in those cities have resumed their normal lives. This is because the Monster Association no longer exists, so monsters have also stopped appearing. But far away in the galaxy, the situation was quite different. The scene shifts to Bang's dojo, where Bang and Gaoru are fighting, or rather training in martial arts. Somehow, Gaoru was finding it extremely difficult, while Bang was handling him with ease. Even though Gaoru was sweating profusely from fighting Bang, Bang wasn't even out of breath, let alone sweating. This surprised Gaoru a lot. Honestly, I was shocked too after all. Even if Gaoru wasn't a monster anymore and had returned to being just human, he shouldn't have been this much weaker than Bang. After this, Gaoru walks away, wondering what he should do next. He had returned to his original form, meaning he had reacquired his human body. However, now he didn't have any concrete goal like he used to. Previously, his goal was to destroy all heroes and their ideals, but that was now behind him. As he was walking and thinking about this, he suddenly spotted a bald man. In a single glance, Gaoru realized that this was the same guy who had defeated him. And you know how Gaoru confirmed it? From Saitama's bald head. Seriously, you tell me how many bald people in anime look like Saitama? Anyway, Gaoru starts following Saitama, who was busy buying a video game. Saitama wanted to defeat King in this specific game because King not only knew some powerful moves in it, but also had cheat codes. That's why Saitama wanted to buy that game and finally beat King. Obviously, no matter how much Saitama wins in real fights, he can never beat King in video games. As for Gaoru, he was doing exactly what Janos had done at the start, following Saitama, thinking that keeping an eye on him might teach him something or reveal something that could make him stronger. And we all know that none of this is going to help. After this, the scene shifts to a distant planet in the Milky Way galaxy called Leva. This planet was on the brink of destruction because the entity known as God had appeared there. The species considered to be warriors on this planet, the cheetahs, were being wiped out with a mere wave of God's hand. However, one cheetah warrior was far stronger than the others. She held her ground against God for quite some time, but ultimately could do nothing in front of such overwhelming power. When she tried to directly attack God, he stopped her midair with ease and slammed her into the ground, leaving her unconscious on the spot. Immediately after, we see the words "game over" flash on the screen because Saitama, who had bought the video game, lost in it. Honestly, this guy just can't win any kind of game, can he? At that moment, the doorbell rings in Saitama's apartment. When Janos goes to check who it is, guess what? It's not King at the door. It's Gaoru, who had come to meet Saitama. But obviously, Janos tells him, if you want to bother Saitama-sensei, you'll have to go through me first. In response, Gaoru, with his ego intact, says, whatever I need to discuss is none of your business, so call Saitama here. Hearing this argument, Saitama arrives at the door, and he's quite shocked to see Gaoru there. But Janos, ever persistent, keeps insisting, "Sensei, give me permission to eliminate him right now." However, as always, Saitama ignores Janos and instead asks Gaoru, "You're Bang's student, right? What are you doing here and what do you want from me?" To this, Gaoru, with a serious expression, replies, "Saitama, I took a beating from you and became human again. However, I feel like to find my life's purpose, I need to defeat you first. So get ready for round 2. Saitama replies with a simple no. Hearing this, Gaoru looks frustrated and says, "Seriously, are you kidding me? What's your problem? Are you scared of me?" To this, Saitama, as indifferent as ever, says busy. After this, when it feels like Gaoru is leaving after being humiliated, he suddenly starts showcasing his fighting form to demonstrate to Saitama how much stronger he has become. But then out of nowhere, Janos detects some strange energy signals. These signals were not from this planet. They belong to a completely different kind of life form. Following this, Janos asks Saitama, "Sensei, should we go? Would you like to join me?" Saitama, always ready for such things, agrees. Since Gaoru's matter wasn't resolved yet, he also starts following them. When they reach the location, location, they see the same cheetah girl we had seen earlier fighting God. She had arrived here using some kind of dimensional stone. After fighting God, she had realized that defeating him was beyond her capabilities. However, as soon as Garou sees the cheetah girl, he gets extremely angry because at this moment, the thing he despises the most is monsters. Saitama, stopping him, says, "Hold on, I don't sense any killing intent from her." The cheetah girl then explains how she came from a faraway planet and means no harm to the three of them. She is here only to escape a very dangerous invader. The three of them are shocked and ask, "What do you mean you're an alien? How can we trust you?" To this, the cheetah girl replies, "That's up to you whether you trust me or not. But remember, I've warned you, a very dangerous and powerful invader is traveling from planet to planet in our galaxy, destroying them. There are many dangerous beings in the multiverse that no one dares to mess with, but the one at the top of them all is what they call God." Hearing this name, Saitama falls into deep thought. After this, the cheetah girl explains how there are multiple universes collectively called the multiverse, and these universes are connected through pathways created by black holes. Generally, no biological entity can use these pathways because obviously the gravity in them is so immense that even light cannot escape. However, God somehow manages to use these pathways, which allows him to travel across different dimensions. This is why he has destroyed countless planets in various dimensions. The same thing recently happened to her planet as well. To this, Saitama responds, "I didn't fully understand what you just said, but I get the point that the person you're talking about is extremely dangerous." Janus, who was already skeptical, is surprised that Saitama seems to trust the cheetah girl. Continuing her explanation, the cheetah girl adds, "Let me tell you one more thing. Not only does God destroy planets, but if he finds a strong opponent with a weak mind, he tries to control them, enslave them, and make them do his bidding." Suddenly, a strange light appears in the sky, which is surprising because it was night. Seeing this, the cheetah girl warns the three of them, "It's here." And then we're shown some powerful panels of God approaching Earth. What happens next? We'll see in the next video. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like it, and for more such videos, subscribe to my channel. See you in the next video. Until then, goodbye.